It's week 11 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans rocket on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Titans and the Dolphins on Sunday night.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going,
Spears running behind center. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Putting the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa trying to get here on 2nd down. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they're gonna hit. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. This finds Bellinger. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tua now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
The Titans sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Now Spears. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Man in motion, out of the slot. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They run once more with Spears. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's brought in by Jennings. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Dolphins football. First down, here's Tua. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They run again with Wright. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's got Bellinger. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Motion man sent left. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. He gets this one to Strange. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They send Hill right. Here's a give for Wright. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. Whistles sound as the defense decides to call timeout. Throwing from the gun. It's complete to Higbee. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A handoff to Spears. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Chased out to his right. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 13-0 lead. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. He can run it. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Tua off the play fake. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now a run with Wright. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game in the first half. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, Spears has it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That one complete to Higbee. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Stops by Chop Robinson. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Cut by Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Titans who have 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion left. From the 18 on 2nd down. Fires right away, but incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. He's going to throw this one. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now, here's third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down, here's Tua. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Tagovailoa on first down. He's on the move. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Throwing it just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. It's halftime here in Nashville. The Titans giving the fans something to cheer about. They're in front at the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Jaden Daniels, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet.
Now to kick
I think
this
there
one
could
away.
still be some fireworks yet to come.
Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. 2 now from the gun. Brought in right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send Hill right. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Steps up, and he's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. He's got Bellinger. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tua off the play fake. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Sanders all set to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Motioning Jennings left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's got a gain of 6 there. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They motion the slot man right. 2nd and 4. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Looking for a throw here. Completed to Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He lost it deep left. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Jalen right with the touchdown. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Spears running behind center. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. All right, here we go. Second down. Dropping back to throw. That one complete to Higbee. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw now. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
to throw here on first down. It's complete to Higbee. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it in close. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wright running out of the gun. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Got his target. It's Hill. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running behind center with Wright. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think he has some.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the call's changed to an incomplete pass, and that takes a touchdown off the board. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
Dolphins 25.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard at the 47-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Hauled in left side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Throwing from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 32. That one's incomplete over the middle. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. This is Spears heading left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Throwing now from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Spears on the carry. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They bring their tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Pushing for the end zone. And it lost the football. It's not loose. And the Dolphins got it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And that last impressive touchdown drive, and they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. Here's a give for Wright. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Tagovailoa on first down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Able to find Wright. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things may get even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
And this is Spears. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They run once more with Spears. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Dolphins send a running back, Jalen Wright, getting set to begin another drive. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. He'll look to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. It is caught left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Desperation time here on 4th. They connect for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Tagovailoa on 1st down. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. The kick is off the mark, no good. And that should be their last gasp in this game.
Kate, those plans they were making for overtime, all the coordinators, the guys on the field, well, I guess you could file them away for another game. They won't get to see the extra frame here.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both